Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Stang Show. I'm your host, Peyton Hastreiter, and I'm so excited for today's episode as we are interviewing a wonderful teacher and well-known that's been on the campus for a long time. But before we get into all that, I'm going to show you guys the football hype video made by the Kingwood AV team.
Here we go. Let's get it, baby, let's get it.
Hello, and welcome back. I'm Peyton Hastreiter, the host. Now we're going to go over actually to the interview part to interview a guest we haven't had before. He's wonderful, creative, amazing, intelligent, and just all around a great guy. Mr. Page. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going well, Peyton. Thank you for having me.
Well, of course. We were thinking of people for this show, and your name was one of the ones that came up.
All right.
It's always great to talk to you. Have a
Okay.
good time. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions about your preferences, just to see what you like.
Sure.
What's the best iced beverage?
This will cause consternation in Texas, but unsweet iced tea, because sweet tea's gross.
Unsweet?
Sweet tea's gross. Sorry. I
The
know
last
that's
person I had on said
un-Texan,
the
but
same thing. It's like drinking the earth. How do you, it's like biting a root.
I like
If it was
that.
liquid.
You know, you're talking to a guy who likes mushrooms. I like earthiness, so that fits.
Jeez, I get it, but I got to put a little bit of sugar in it.
Can't do it.
I'm not an animal.
Can't do it.
What's your favorite place to be?
I would say next to my wife. Cheesy, but my in-laws have a ranch just west of Garner State Park. That's my happy place.
Wow, yeah, it's great. I think, isn't it beautiful out there?
It is hill country, and my cell phone doesn't work, so.
Oh, that's
perfect.
you get a detached and
I do.
relaxed.
That's a good place.
Well, thank you. Stick around.
Sure.
But before we're going to throw it over to the color hype war video to show you what the second pep rally was like this year. Hello, and welcome back. I'm Peyton Hastreiter. We're sitting here with Mr. Page, a wonderful teacher here at Kingwood High School. I just got a couple questions about your teaching career.
Okay.
How long have you been teaching for?
32 years.
32 years. That's
All at Kingwood.
That's a veteran, you'd say. That's a.
Yeah, I think I am the official dinosaur on campus. Yes.
Why did you decide to become a teacher?
The subject matter, English came easy for me. I loved reading literature, and then I actually overcame a fear of public speaking, so that was
Really?
interesting. But no, just the subject matter itself, and trying to impart that.
That's great. That's incredible. What are you most looking forward to this year?
Trying to connect with the students in the classroom. The last 3 years have been difficult for all of us.
Yeah.
So trying to return to some sense of normalcy in the classroom, I think that's necessary for students just to moving forward, just to get back, especially those going off to college.
Yeah, I think especially in the English classroom, it's been a while because, COVID and then freshman year and sophomore.
Difficult.
It's like reading a book, I'm gonna be honest, it did not cross my mind, but I didn't think of, whenever I was thinking of like post-COVID, I don't think to sit and read. I know a lot of people did in quarantine.
I understand.
But I was like, if I'm gonna be at home, I don't want to just sit down,
Right.
But it's important now that I've picked it up. Great book I'm reading right now.
Excellent.
Which class do you think is gonna win the next pep rally? Ooh, this is gonna.
Probably not the seniors because they're too cool for school. They're a little cynical, and so there's too many of them sitting in the auditorium.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Possibly the sophomores.
Ooh, underdogs.
I'll throw it out to the underdogs. Yeah.
What advice do you have for a senior about to leave high school?
Keep reading. Start reading. Whichever the case may be. But it is important.
Yeah.
I think for your intuition, your insight. I think reading helps with that immensely. I think there's scientific evidence to suggest how important reading is for us. Unfortunately, I think, with our devices that we have in our hands, they're more of a distraction. It's too entertaining.
Yeah.
But I would argue that the entertainment in a book and the stimulation of the imagination is wholly important.
Do you think reading, because sometimes I think about this, whenever people say read, I only think of a book. Do you think reading a book is as equal in value as reading, let's say, an article over something, like a scientific article?
Each has its merit. I mean, I like reading imaginative literature for entertainment, but I will certainly read articles, to increase my knowledge of a subject.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Stick around. We're going to come back, but first we're going to throw it over to the news part of the show where Jeremiah is going to talk about stuff going on around the school.
Hello, welcome back to Mustang News. I'm your host, Jeremiah Lesher. To start off today, the Kingwood Phillies have their golf tournament November 14th at Oakhurst Golf Club. You can register online and make sure to sign up and support the Phillies. Next, our very own chemistry teacher, Miss Welch, won the award for Outstanding High School Chemistry Teacher from the American Chemistry Society section of Greater Houston. Kingwood Theater has their production of Les Miserables November 3rd through 5th and on November 7th. You can buy those tickets online. Always remember that NHS has brought back tutoring Wednesdays 6 to 8. And football tickets are always being sold at the office. Make sure you show up and support the football team. And lastly, I would like to say, fall season's coming with Halloween. Cannot wait to see the community shift to orange and some amazing decorations. That's all I got today. Let's hand it back to Peyton to see what he's been up to.
Hello and welcome back. I'm here with Mr. Page. Gonna ask you a little bit of a game we're actually gonna play. Gonna ask you a couple questions.
I'm ready.
See what your stance is on stuff, see what you do in these situations.
Okay.
Let's say a zombie apocalypse happens. World War Z. I mean, crazy stuff's happening, world's going down. What are you doing? What's the plan?
I pack up my truck, get my family, and head to the ranch west of San Antonio. Lots of open spaces. I can see those zombies coming.
Wow.
Lots of weaponry.
That's true.
It's the country.
Yeah,
But that's where I would be going.
Yeah, we actually had Miss Ray on here last time. She said the exact same thing. She said she's going to the countryside.
Yes.
She's saying she's preparing. She said she's building bunkers.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
I would amass get my food ready, get the supplies ready.
The necessities.
Yes.
Yeah. What would be the scariest animal for you to see if you were on an island by yourself?
Ooh. Well, let's see. A grizzly bear can outrun me, as can any of the major big cats. But I have a phobia with snakes. So anaconda, boa constrictor, or if I know it's a black mamba, not good. Not good.
And you don't realize those things are quick.
Oh yeah.
Like snakes,
the mambas, yes.
I forget how long it is, but they can strike up to like, what is it, a couple feet or something?
Yeah, I've watched that show where the guy catches them. I'm not in. I don't want any part of that.
That's a little bit, that's too bad, yeah. If you were dropped in a jungle, how long do you think you'd last?
Oh, I'm not sure what my Bear Grylls skill level is, but I would like to think I could make it for a while. I mean, I would be able to get food and water and create shelter. So I would hope I'd be able to survive.
Yeah.
For how long, I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending how many predators there were.
I would say, it depends what jungle, but I would say, for me, I gotta be realistic. I'm thinking like a week. Because if a week, you need food. Water, I think I could get by.
We can get by. And it's
Yeah,
a
because
jungle,
especially if it's jungle, it
Yes,
rains a lot. So
Sure.
you can collect. But killing, like preying and hunting
Yeah.
insects. We're gonna be eating slugs.
We're going to be
Yeah.
doing the Bear Grylls,
Yeah,
eating
yeah.
insects. That's right.
Yeah. If you had to live inside a video game, which game would you choose?
Old school Joust. It's the
Joust.
It's the one you sit on top of the birds and you fly them with you're
Oh.
on. It's like a medieval jousting,
Wow.
and you collect eggs. Really old school game.
Gee, that's nice. We've heard a couple. I've never heard of Joust. Jeez.
Look it up.
They're
Look it up.
good. Okay, well, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here. And,
Enjoyed it.
Now we're going to end the show off with the outro. Thank you. See you. Hello, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Kingwood_AV, on Twitter at KingwoodAV, and right here on YouTube. Make sure to tune in next month for the next episode. Peace out.